Hi, my name is Lisa and I am the chef with Revive Wellness and My Viva Plan. Today we are making a warm beet salad with citrus dressing, and if you're looking for the full recipe, it can be found on My Viva Plan. Here's how we're gonna do it. First thing we wanna do is get these beets roasting because that's gonna take the longest. So what I've done is just cut the tops off of a couple little beets here. I'm gonna put this into a little baking dish along with a bit of water. Now the water is just gonna help them to steam and cook evenly and prevent any scorching on the bottom of the pan. And then we're gonna cover it with some aluminum foil. Okay, I'm gonna pop this into the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit and let those cook until they're nice and tender. That should take about 45 minutes or so. While those beets are cooking, let's make that citrus dressing. So I have some freshly squeezed orange juice here. We're gonna put that into my cup, along with some fresh orange zest as well. It's really nice citrus flavors. Citrus flavors go super well with the earthy flavors of beets. They just complement each other really nicely. We have a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice here as well for some acidity, and then some Dijon mustard, about 2 teaspoons of that. So this serves 2 purposes. Dijon mustard will help it to emulsify nicely, and it'll give it a really nice punch of flavor as well. And then we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of olive oil as well. All right, so now I'm just going to put my lid on. You also wanna add salt and pepper, which I do not have out with me today, but you can always do that at home. Just gonna give this a shake. It shouldn't take long to emulsify. Now, if you don't have a shaker cup like this, you can always just use a mason jar, or you can whisk everything together in a little bowl. All right, I'm gonna set this aside now. I'm gonna let those beets cook. Now, when they are done cooking and they're nice and tender, you wanna take them out of the oven, set them aside to cool for a little while, just until they're cool enough to touch without burning your fingers. And then you just wanna remove the peel, slice them thinly, and put them in a bowl. You can also cut them into dice if you want, whatever is your preference. But you wanna just let them cool off just enough so that they're still warm, but not gonna burn your fingers. So all that's left to do once those are done is to assemble the salad. So I'll meet you back here and show you how to do that shortly. All right, those beets are done cooking. So I just sliced them up and added them to a bowl here. And we're gonna now add a little bit of that citrus dressing here just to coat them. And those warm beets are gonna absorb some of that dressing, absorb all of that delicious flavor. So we're just gonna toss that here, put that aside. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more of that dressing now to some greens. It's just some spring mix you can get from the grocery store. You can always use spinach as well if that is what you prefer. So I'm just gonna add a little bit here. You don't wanna add too much. You don't want it pooling in the bottom of your bowl at all, just enough to coat your greens. Then we're gonna give it a good toss. Looks great. And now we're just gonna plate it up. So transfer those greens to your plate. I like a nice big salad on my plate. Okay, we're gonna top that off with these beautiful beets. Just like to spoon them around kind of randomly. Adds another beautiful color, kind of the feature of this dish. And then a few finishing touches as well here. We have some crumbled feta, so that's gonna add a really nice texture, flavor, color, all of the above. Really kind of finishes the dish off nicely, as well as some freshly sliced basil. So fresh herbs always add a really nice flavor as well. So there you have it, a nice, beautiful salad, lots of colors going on here. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time.